Okay everyone, in this video I want to share to all of you about how to make a twisted twin high-rise building. Okay, first of all we have to make the circle. We can use the circle, then we can click in this position in the midpoint, then we can type for the radius, we can type 60, around 60 meter. Okay, this is about the radius, of building. So the diameter of the building is around 120 meter. Okay, then we can adjust this circle. We can use this scale. We can click the scale and we can adjust until become ellipse. Okay, then we can move this ellipse to the middle of this line. Okay, well, before we continue to the next step, we can see about the preference or model info. Okay, we can uncheck this one. We can uncheck this one and close. So we can get smoother to move for every single object over there. Okay, then now we can using the protector and we can start click from this position. Okay, well, and then we can click this tape measure tool, and then we can click this line, then we can click drag to the another. We can move the cursor to the another position. We can type 15 meter. Okay, and then we can type 15 meter also to the left side. Okay, well, so now we can get the shape of this ellipse like this. We can get the divide of the shape like this. Okay, now we can draw the line. We can draw the line, start from here until this position approximately, and then from this position until this position approximately. Okay, well, now we can delete for unnecessary line over there. We can delete it all. Okay, so we can get two plane on the left and on the right side. This is the left side and this is right side. Okay, before we continue to the next step, I suggest you to copy it first to the another side. We can copy it to the another side around 200 meter. Okay, well, now in this step I use several plugin. I can select this plane and then I select right click, face up, and summon and extrude. Okay, we can type for the width of this every single slab is around 1,800 millimeter or 1.8 meter for every single slab thickness anyway. Okay, well, so this is the first tower and this is the second tower because we would make twin tower over there. The length of every single tower is around 45 meter. Okay, now we can make component, create, and right click and make component, create. Then we can make it group. Okay, we can make it to be one group for both slab. Okay, so we can select move and press Ctrl, then we can place on this position. Okay, and then we can move it up around 3.5 meter. Okay, so this is about the elevation from the finished floor until the ceiling. Floor to ceiling is around 3.5 meter because we figure out that this is about the structural, what's the thickness of the structural, MEP, electrical, and finished ceiling. Okay, well, now we can move it up by click this plane, click this slab, then we can select move, click this point and press Ctrl and click this point, and then we can type X 30, and we can see about the result. This is about count of the slab. Okay, now we can duplicate again, maybe approximately around 10 slab and floor. We can duplicate again for the 10 floor, the upper position again, to make a proportional one, or if we want to make it more higher than before, we can add as proportional as possible. So in this position I just get the 47 floor, so I have 53 floor in this high rise. Okay, now we can try to make this twice. We can try to make that twice and we can see about the result. Okay, we can right click and make group and then we can click the box twice thing with a Fredo Scale plugin. We can just click, then we can click from this area, click, then we can click, and then we can drag until type 90 degree of rotation. Okay, it's done for twisting the box, and now we can click this object. Okay, and this is the result of twisting the box, and we can get the result of it. And this is only for the floor. This is only for the floor object. To go to the another step, we have to make the envelopes. We have to make the building envelopes. We have to make it larger and taller than this one, because we have to consider about the construction. Maybe we have to make the gap between the floor, between the outline to the outside, it's around 3 meter approximately. So we have to keep this master plane. We have to move and duplicate it again until 200 meter. Okay, well, now we can erase it and erase it. Okay, then we have to push it up again, and we have to push it up. Okay. Then we have to push it up again for the rooftop around 4 meter, and push it up again 4 meter. Triple click, right click and make group. Triple click, right click and make group. Okay, then we have to click this both of object and click this Fredo Scale block box twisting. Click this one and twice 90 degree. Okay, well, we have to see about the perfection of the envelopes, and we have to move and press Ctrl and type 200 meter. Okay, well, we get the result of it, and then we have to click this one and select soften edge. We have to select the soften edge on the right side toolbar. We have to select the soften edge and make this one and move to the left side. Okay, well, so we can get the frame for every single surface over there, and we can just delete it on the top surface only and the bottom surface also. Well, now we have to triple click and move and press Ctrl until this position, maybe around 200 meter. Okay, then we have to assign the material first for this object. We have to assign the material with using any material as you want. Okay, you can triple click and assign with this material. Okay, so we have to click this plane, right click, select, and all the same material. Then we can erase, and then we just left the outline of these envelopes. Okay, well, now we can triple click it all, and then we can select the another plugin. We can use the line to tube plugin from the JHS Powerbar plugin. You can search JHS Powerbar plugin. So you can select the line to tube, click, and then we can select the diameter of every single frame or line with around, maybe for the diameter I just type 300 or 30 centimeter. Okay, and type enter. Okay, now we get the result of the frame of it. We get the result, and we can assign this one to glass material. We can assign with a glass material. We can use this one and assign this material. Okay, now and then we can also adjust the different material, especially for the inside envelopes. Okay, this is the outside envelopes, and this is for the inside envelopes. So I will make another material for the inside envelopes only with using name inside envelope material. I will give it with a red material, and okay, and then I just charge this with the red material. Okay, and it's done. And now we can right click and make group first, and then of course we can move it again 200 meter. Okay, then this is about the result. This is the first tower. Okay, the half tower or the first tower, and then we can make the another tower. Maybe I just want to make the tile to make it more lighter than before. Okay, this is a lighter setting. I just uncheck the profiles, because if the profile is checked, it would be make my hardware is too heavy. Okay, now we can select this plane. We can select this envelope and select duplicate, select move, press Ctrl until this position around 200 meter. Enter. I'm sorry, I have to make the soften edge first. You can click this soften edge on the right side toolbar. You can drag to the left side all until appear the frame with line right there, and delete for the top surface. Okay, then we can triple click and select a move and press Ctrl and place on this position. Do the another position around 200 meter. Okay, well, now we can assign with the material, with any material. Okay, we can assign with any material first to the surface, and now we can click one of module and right click and select all same material and delete. Okay, and it just have a line to be a basic frame. Okay, then we have to select it all and select the line to tube, click, set the diameter to be 300 millimeter, and okay, and just wait for the progress. Okay, and we get the result. This is about the bracing material or frame material for envelopes, and now we can assign this envelope with the same material with another glass material. Then we can assign with the red glass material on the inside envelope. Okay, well, now we can select it all and we can select move and we can type 200 meter. Okay, well, so we can get the result of basic building. If you have another ideas, for me, I mean, I just want to make improvement of this meshing. I just want to make the improvement that I have to cut this one. I have to cut this area, so it will make it more dynamic and more impressive for the twin tower meshing. It is my opinion. So for the another opinion, it's just by your design taste. Anyway, I just want to delete this one. Okay, we have to click the frame first and then we can delete this one and erase. Okay, and it have like this, and we can also delete for the surface. We can also delete for the surfaces like that. Okay, and then we can delete for every single floor. Okay, well, and I just want to make with the another impression. It's just my opinion. I like this impression because for me it's more dynamic than before. It has different meshing and or different height of the tower. I just choose this one. We can adjust for the color of the glazing and adjust the color. It's depend on us anyway, and we can set the opacity. We can set the opacity of the building envelopes, general building envelopes. Anyway, I mean it was more straight and more realistic with this color. Okay, now we can make the another object again, and we can also delete this unnecessary object. Okay, well, and then we can select move and move around 200 meter in this position. Okay, now we can make the another element. We have to make the brides. We have to make the bracing or brides connector for every segment floor. For every segment floor, we can make it brides connector. Okay, now we can using this plane and select it and make group first. Then we can type line. From this midpoint in the group, and we can type for any height as we want. We can triple click, right click, and make group. Okay, now we can make the rectangle over there. We can make the rectangle approximately just like this, around 20 meter and 20 meter. Well, or maybe we can use the scale to scale until this position and scale to this position, and we can make the little bit overstack from the edge and make a little bit overstack from the edge also. Okay, and then we can move to this position and move to the midpoint of the line on this position. Okay, well, now we can push it up around any size, with any size. Triple click, right click, and make group. Okay, well, now maybe we can make it with the same alignment with the edge of this curve of this inner facade of this building. Then we can using the circle and we can click from this position. Then we can type maybe around 9 meter or 8 meter approximately. It's depend on you. You can get the proportion of, or maybe you can make it more larger. You can make it more larger than before, approximately just like this. Well, I figure out that this cylinder have a lot of brides over there. Okay, then we can select move and duplicate this one to this position, and duplicate this one to this position, maybe around 9 meter. Well, again triple click and move and duplicate around 9 meter. Okay, well, now we can scale it again with a little bit more, around 4 meter. We can offset it and scale around 4 meter. We can delete for unnecessary line over there. We can delete. Okay, we can delete it. Okay, then we just get the two kind of size, and it has a 4 circle over there. And then we can select it all. And then we can select this Curvyloft, loft by spline, and click, and so we can get this. We can get it all and just check it. Okay, well, now we can get this envelopes of brides. I mean, it have a lot of brides over there. We can select these envelopes and select click, move, press Ctrl to the upper position. It's around 50 meter and enter. Okay, well, now we can get the two surfaces over there, and then we can triple click and we can adjust with the, okay, we can adjust it with like this. Okay, well, now we can assign with the another material. Okay, then we can right click and select all the same material and delete. Okay, now we can move it all. Now we have this bracing, then we can enter the group and select all and just select line to tube, and we can the diameter just 200 for diameter, and okay, we can get the result for this material. Okay, we can get the result of this material, and now we can move this circle, and we can setting this surface. Okay, we can get this plane, and now we can adjust with the same material. We can adjust with red glass material, and click this plane and exit from the group, and now we can move it again to this the first position. It's around 50 meter. Okay, now we can get the bridge envelopes. We can get the bridge envelope. I mean, it could be a lot of bridge over there, not only one bridge. I mean, for example, it's just for a schematic. Okay, we can move. Okay, maybe in my opinion, it could be a lot of bridge in this area. Okay, maybe it could be a lot of bridge, maybe 4 or 6, maybe just like that. It's just for approximately, just my speculation, but I mean it was a logic. Then we can select this plane, right click and make group, and okay, we have to set the line over there, inside the line, and we can set this line, right click and make group. Okay, now we can move it to the proper position. We can select move. Okay, we can place up to this position, and we can rotate it until 90 degree. Okay, now we can just move to the another position. Okay, we can set the rectangle over there first, and we can set the diagonal, and we can make group, because we need to rotate for every single bridge envelopes and bracing. I mean, we can click this one and rotate, and approximately just like that, and we can select a move to this position. Okay, and then we can rotate it also from this position, and we can just duplicate again. We can duplicate again approximately in this position, and we can rotate it again. Okay, we can rotate it again. Okay, and then we can make duplication again. Move, press Ctrl, and press to this position, and we can rotate again to adjust for the surface position. Okay, approximately just like this. Okay, now we can delete for unnecessary line over there. We can delete this line, we can delete this line, we can delete this line. Okay, now we can get the result of it. Okay, we can get the result of the tower and the bridge connector or bracing or structural connector. Okay, now we can set the rooftop area. I mean, we have to cover with this edge of the rooftop. We have to cover of this rooftop, and we can select this plane. We can select a copy and paste in place. Okay, and then we can offset. We can offset it to the outside around 2 meter. And delete for the unnecessary line, and we can just push it up. Okay, and we can push it up around 1.5 meter and offset it inside. Okay, and push it down a little bit, and we can just push it down a little bit, and now we can offset it inside again. We can offset it inside around 2 meter. Sorry. Okay, now we can approximately just like this. We can push it up around 3.5 meter. and enter. And okay, we can Control C. We can make group it first. Okay, then we can Control C and paste in place and push it up around 3.5 meter. Well, now we can make group and we can assign with another material such as grass material over there in this position. We can assign this one. Okay, now we can also assign make it larger. Okay, we can click this plane and Control C. Then we can paste in place and we can offset it outside around 2 meter. Enter. Then we can delete some unnecessary line and push it up around 1.5 meter. Okay, then we can offset it inside, okay, around 1 meter and push it down. Okay, and push it down just a little bit. Okay, well, now we can offset inside around 2 meter. Then we can make the line over there approximately. Okay, we can make it group first. Okay, then we can click Ctrl C and paste in place and push it up around 3.5 meter. Double click and make group, and we can assign for the grass material. Okay, we got this tower building, and now we can make the another element of this building. We can make the podium. Now we can make the podium first by select this plane, Ctrl C, copy and paste in place. Okay, and then we can delete this lower plane first. Okay, and then we can get this plane, Ctrl C and paste in place. Okay, well, now we can connect it with the rectangle and delete some unnecessary line over there and push it down around, we can push it down around 15 meter approximately. Okay, well, we can make it group first. Okay, we can make it group first and we can offset it outside. We can offset it on side first. We can offset it outside around 10 meter. And then we can push it up until this position. Well, and okay, and now we can make some sloping over there. We can click this outline. We can click this outline. We can Ctrl C, copy, and exit from the group and paste in place. Then we can offset it outside around. We can make the sloping with also landscaping area. Maybe it's around 40 meter. can make this line and just connect it. Okay, well, now we can make it and just connect it. So, well, okay, we get this plane, and now we have to push it up until this position, and we can move this one. Okay, I try to find the way to make the sloping. I mean, it should be cut in here to make the sloping, and it should be cut in here and clear. Okay, I will reverse my design. Okay. Okay, now I will push it down and select this line, select move. Okay, until this position approximately. Well, and I've just deleted this plane because I want to make another line anyway. Okay, I just click this line, click this line, and click this line, and just make this to be Curvyloft skin contours. And okay, it more perfect than before, and I just make these gray surfaces. Okay, well, now we can make another ram. We can make another ram. We can triple click and make group. Okay, now we can right click and make component, create. Okay, and then we can select move, press Ctrl and place on this position, and mirror, and click on the right axis and enter. Then we can move to the correct place of this line. Oh, it's getting trouble. We have to make group it first, and make group and make component, create. Okay, well, now we can move it and press Ctrl. Okay, and then we can click the mirror and click on the right axis. Okay, well, now we can move and place to this position. Okay, so now we can mirror again. We can mirror again with mirror tool and click on the green axis. So we get the reverse design of the sloping area of this building, and this is the result. Okay, now we can move it until this position. Then we can select line and select move and move to this position. Okay, well, because we want to make the entrance of this building, this is the main entrance, and we can also make the another entrance, the back side, the another gate, I mean the another gate. And we can click this line and click this position. Well, now we can get the double entrance of this building. Okay, now we can click this line and we can click this line. Okay, we can make the landscape area over there. We can make the landscape area on indoor space with using smooth line. We can use freehand and type the art of the landscape. Okay, just like that. And we can use freehand again to draw the art of this landscape area. Okay, well, now we can use this material. We can use this material and we can draw for the another access. Okay, now we can delete for unnecessary extended line over there. And we can also assign with another wood deck. Okay, this is about the inner landscape of this building, and so you can see about the result of it. And I mean, it was great if we use this one to be helipad area. We can add the text with age and place to this position. And and we can draw this to be a green color. We can make a subtract of it. Okay, well. Okay, now we can get the helipad on the top, and even it was makes sense. Okay, now we can make the landscape of it in this position. Sorry, we have to delete some unnecessary plane over there first. We can make to this position and scale for every single plane. And make group. Okay, well. So this is what the entrance, and we can make the another material. We can make the another material. Okay, we can also assign this area with the we can delete this one first. We can click this plane, we can click this curve, and select the Curvyloft skin contour. Okay, well, and finish. Okay, then we can move first. We can move first around 100 meter. Then we can adjust this frame. Okay, we can assign the material. Then we can right click, select the same material, delete, and click it all, and click this diameter. Sorry, we have to click the diameter around 300. Okay, well, now we can assign with the same glasses over there, or we can adjust with the perfect glasses. We can move again around 100 meter. So you can do the same way on this back side. And you can give the color with the concrete material of it in this position, this way. So you can click this plane, and delete. You can select this curve line, and this curve line, and select the Curvyloft skin contour, and okay, and then you can click this plane, select move, control, and then we can type 100 meter. Okay, well, we can triple click. Then we can assign with the material. You can click, select all with the same material, and erase, triple click, line to tube, and okay. Well, now we can adjust with the same material. Click this one, or we can adjust the same material also. We can adjust the softness of the surface, and then we can move until 100 meter. Okay, well, now we can click this line and click this material and assign in this position. Okay, and then you can assign this concrete to this position. Okay, well, okay, now we can try to click again. We can click this line again, and we can copy, exit from the group, and paste in place, and we can offset again around 35 meter. Okay, and then we can type line from this position until this position. Then we can type line. We can draw the line to this position, and okay, we can click this line. We can click this line. Okay, we can click this curvy line only. We can select this curvy line only. Then we can copy, Ctrl C, exit from the group. Then we can Ctrl V, paste in place, and we can right click. We can. Okay. Okay, we can click this line. Triple click, make group first. Okay, then you can select this curvy line. Right click and weld edge. Okay, well, you can delete unnecessary line first. You can select the top outline. You can select this line, and then we can select the you can Curvyloft, skin contour, and okay. Well, okay, now we can adjust this to be a press material of it. Okay, you can see about the result, and you can also make a component, just create, and you can select move, press Ctrl till this position, and select the mirror and mirror on the right axis. Well, now you can move to the correct place over there. You can mirror again to the green axis. Then you can move to the correct position. And you can adjust it with the concrete material over there. And it's done. Okay, well, now you can adjust with you can set with the component. You can adjust with component. You can assign with the 3 component. adjust with another material. I mean it was a green material over there. Okay, now you can adjust it. Okay, you can click this outline only, Ctrl C, and paste in place. Okay, edit paste in place. Okay, you can click this line and you can using the another plugin you can use this one, copy a long path. Okay, then you can set the distance between maybe around 9 meter. Okay. Okay, this is about the result. And you can also do it in the same way in this position. You can click this line and copy and exit from the group, edit, paste in place. Okay, you can click this line and click this copy along path and just click this object. Okay, okay, you can also add this tree to another position, such as in this area manually, to make it more organic. Because I mean it was to be great landscape and sloping. Okay, you can add this to this position. So you can also add this to the inner court or inner garden in this tower, just like this. Okay, make sure that it will be a perfect position, because at the moments we just miss off this. Okay, then we can also add another trademarks, such as logos or symbol in this position. I mean it was a perfect position for add the symbol. For example, it's just random title. It just for make the to make the signage, just for the signage purpose. I mean, okay. Okay, well, now I think it would be better if we add some buildings on the landscape area, on the side area over there. For example, we can just make the another building with just this one, with this circle. We can just, I'm sorry, we can just draw the circle over there, and we can make it ellipse. We can make it ellipse, and we can also move it up, duplicate it one, and push it up again to this position approximately. Click make group. Okay, then we can offset it inside again. Then we can move to the another position. Okay, move it as you want, and okay, we can just select this outline, Ctrl C, and paste in place with edit paste in place, and we can select this. Okay, then we can type Curvyloft loft by spline. Okay, well, and okay. Okay, now we can move and duplicate. It's around 100 meter. Okay, well, now we can click this plane. We can click the surface or these envelopes. When triple click and set, we can set the soften edge. Okay, we can set the soften edge, and we can also add the materials. It's just for example material first. Click this one of plane, right click, select all the same material. I'm sorry, we have to make group first. Okay, we have to explode first and make group again, and click again, click the surface, right click and select all the same material, delete, triple click and select. For this one it's around 200 only. Enter. Okay, and just wait for the process. Okay, well, now we can assign this material. We can click this surface, move, and type 100 meter. Well, and we give a little bit thickness and give this another landscape. Okay, and again we can just make the another landscape area over there. We can select this plane, Ctrl C, copy, and exit from the group and edit and paste in place and offset it outside. Okay, just like that approximately. You can select this line and place on this position, and we can make the sloping area again. Group and just make the we can make this surfaces. Okay, well, now we can select make group and we can rotate it, make it more representative, and we can move again until maybe around this position and make it more lower than another. Okay, maybe this one, and we can make it again on this position approximately, and just this one. Okay, and then let we make the another side area. Maybe the side area is just this position. Okay, well, now we can make the another surface. we can make another variation. We can use freehand for making the signage or making another terrain. We can assume that this is the artificial river or many more. Okay, now we can assign with the water material on this position, and we can assign with the landscaping area this position and this position. Okay, well, now we can make another connection with road. Okay, this is about the road connection. We can set the road width is around 30 meter approximately. This is the inner side of the road. I mean, we can using the asphalt or concrete. We can using asphalt and set the color wheel. Okay, well, and now we have to make the perimeter area. We have to make the perimeter road over there. Okay, then we can click for this every single line. We can select offset. We can offset the road around 8 meter. Okay, I mean it's enough. Then we can set about it. Okay, now we can draw the rectangle over there for make sure that this is about the parking area. Okay, we can make the parking area over there. It's just schematic anyway, so you can explore more or a more detailed landscaping. You have to explore more about it. Okay, this is a parking area and this is the parking area, and we can also set the main parking area over there. You can set in this position. Okay, then you can set this one and set this one. Okay, now we can also set the curvy for every single side. In this position, we can use the freehand. for making a great landscape over there. We can delete some unnecessary line also. Okay, we can make another plaza area on this position with using landscaping, and we can use this one, the red material over there. Okay, we can move in this position, and we can Ctrl X and paste in place after enter this group. Okay, well, we can this way. Okay, now we can use the freehand for making the smooth landscape. We can set the pavement, and it's done. Okay, now we can assign with another component. We can assign with another component. We can use the component, and we can set the people. We can set the silhouette people, and we can make the crowd in here to make it more representative for the atmosphere of the commercial building and public building over there. We can make the crowd here. Okay, then we can select move and press Ctrl to the another position in this plaza anyway, or in this rooftop, and in this area, and in this. Okay, now we can assign with the car material. We can assign with the car material over there. Okay, feel free to make the natural crowded over there, because the natural crowded is needed for the atmosphere to make it more highlighted for the environment. Okay, well, now it was complete. Now I just set the style with using the ambient occlusion with the exterior, and I just set the profile, and I just set the sky is more clearer than before. Okay, well, now I set the shadow. We have to move it all. We have to move it all to the upper position more. Okay, then we can delete for unnecessary line over there. Okay, now we have to set the shadow option. We have to set the shadow option in here. Okay, I mean it almost done, but I feel okay, we have to turn off the shadow first or make it lighter. We have to set this tree over there to make it more natural. I mean it's enough. Then we can also turn on the shadow again. Okay, this is the result. This is the result of this twin twisted building, and I have the reference from the internet, and I just improve it to make the exercise. And well, the twin tower have a large district area, and it has some supported building or mixed-use building on the another side, and it has some spacious parking area for every single building over there, and it has sloping landscape area as a also podium of this building. And this is the main entrance of this building, and this is a sloping area or public space with green roof, with greenery roof over there. So if we enter to this area, it could be to the twin tower, and if we turn the right side, if we could get the experience on the sloping green roof area on this building support, on this building landscape I mean. And then it has a perimeter area in this position, but it needs to add some railings or as a safety element. Okay, this is the inner place of this building area. It has great scenery of it, and this is about the bracing or connector between the both of building to be stabilized inside of structure, and it could be a bridge connector, and it has several segments of this bridge connector. And this building has a rooftop. This is the first rooftop, and this is the second rooftop. The upper rooftop has a helicopter helipad and some mechanical, electrical, and plumbing area over there, and maintenance and inspection area. And it has parametric envelopes on the outside and on the inside. And okay, it was the masterpiece today. So you can follow my tutorial before. You can try to exercise more and more to scale up your 3D modeling in SketchUp. And don't forget to explore the plugin, because the plugin is very important to make the complex or curvy building or parametrical building like this. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope it will be a lot of benefit to all of you and give you inspiration about the 3D modeling of the twin tower or twin twisted tower building in SketchUp. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and just wait for my next video in this great channel. Thank you, have a good day.